can you say?
Oh, I'm having fun. It's so good. So good to see you.
So good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Corregidor Island. So first, we will be covering the head of this tadpole-shaped island. Middle side barracks.
So ito guys yung
So it's okay po. We're starting with the shade area later. Dun po sa harap po. This mortar, every mortar manned by 13 soldiers. Out of these 13 soldiers, 8 soldiers were in charge for reloading the gun. They were called the rammers. This is 2,000-pound bomb dropped by the Americans during the retaking. So inside these barracks, they have almost complete amenities. They have cafeteria, they have library, they have chapel.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Yun, temperature check muna tayo. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Sir, ingat sa pa.
Okay po, thank you.
Meron pa.
So guys, sakay na uli kami ng ferry going to Corregidor. So guys, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. So ano muna tayo? Energy. Ha?
Energy gap.
Ah. Hello. Dito tayo sa likod. Hello, good morning. So right now, nandito kami sa Marina. Ito yung private pier ng Mahab. And papunta kami sa Corregidor. So ngayon, papalis na yung aming ferry. So you can see, dito. Yan.
Paglubid. Opa.
What can you say?
Oh, I'm having fun. It's so good. So good to see you.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, Jack. So guys, dumating na kami at dumaong na sa Corregidor. Yan. We have arrived.
Great.
Alright. Hindi naman tatanong dyan eh.
Okay. Guys, lalabas na kami ng ferry. So yan, ako na uuna. Good morning, kuya.
Sir, morning.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to Corregidor.
Ayun, ito na kami sundo. Wow. Okay. So, we will be exploring this island for the whole day.
Later.
Oh, ganda.
Buti na lang pinapaalala. Ano ba ngayon Sunday ngayon, gago?
Gago, lumalago to.
Jomar! Sakay na daw.
So, ito ang ating matikas na driver. Sir, good morning.
Morning po, sir.
Mga ilang minutes tayo papunta mo?
Hi guys, isa nga dyan, hep.
10 minuto. Matagal din po kasi dandaan lang po tayo eh. Kasi marami tayong dadaanan dyan na
So good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Corregidor Island. So my name is William. So I'll be your guide for this tour. And with us is Rolly. So Rolly, our coach campaign. So he will drive us around the island. So Corregidor Island, actually later on during our tour, we can see some of the fortifications. Actually, most of the fortifications we can see later was done during the American time. So as we all know, we've been under the Spaniards for 333 years. So later on the highest point at the lighthouse, that's the oldest structure here in the island, the lighthouse, constructed during the Spanish time. But the fortification of Corregidor started as early as 1902 during the American time. Corregidor is part of the province of Cavite City. The address of Corregidor is 53-B Sangley Point, Cavite City. So welcome to Cavite.
So yung guys, akala ko talaga pataan tong Corregidor.
So,
Ngayon ko lang din napag-alaman na nasa Cavite pala to.
It's only 536 hectares, so almost half of the size of Boracay. So one of the pier constructed by the Americans is on our left side. So this is the north side or north docking facility. So later on, far in front of us, so that's the Lord's Dock we'll visit it. That area will be visited later. So first, we will be covering the head of this tadpole-shaped island. Here in this tadpole-shaped, later we can see some ruined barracks or buildings and galley placements later. And then later at the highest point, we'll visit the museums and the Pacific War Memorial. Side, up here, that is Corregidor Hotel. Corregidor Hotel is
Corregidor Hotel, guys.
It has 31 rooms.
So yung guys, yung nadaanan natin, yung pinaka-best hotel dito sa Corregidor. Kasi,
this is the south side.
yun lang yung nag-iisang hotel dito.
That is the swimming area also. We call that the South Beach. Ganda pakinggan. South Beach area. On our right, that's Marine Tahi. One of our hiking activity is climbing up the Marine Tahi.
Are you enjoying? Ha?
And
Are you enjoying the trip?
Underneath that, here on our left side, one of the suicide trips of the Japanese. As we all know, they have their Bushido food. It is an honor to die to their emperor rather than to surrender kinship to their enemy. So what they did, sometimes they did harakiri. They stabbed their stomach. Sometimes, on the cliff, they jump head on first. So after the war, the American and Filipino soldiers gathered around 4,500 dead Japanese bodies. And then they buried somebody at the tail side on a mass grave. Here, in this area.
Ha? Ano yung unggoy?
After the camping,
Ito yung unggoy?
couples for Christ.
Nakakako pa yung unggoy. Ito pa yung isa oh. Ayun oh. Nagtatago. Ito pa daw.
On our right side naman, can you see that concrete pavement?
Yes.
Actually, this is now the middle side section of. Since we are now on the middle side section of this island, so they call this barracks middle side barracks.
So ito guys yung
So it's okay po, we're starting at the shade area later. Dun po sa harap po. So this middle side section of this island housed the 60th, on the signboard in front, the 60th 1st Artillery Anti-Aircraft Enlisted Men. So American soldiers, low-ranking officers stayed here in this barracks. We are now passing on the back side of this barracks. So during the construction, can you see this twisted bar they used? This was imported coming from Bethlehem Steel, Pennsylvania, USA. And then the labor forces were coming from us, Filipino naman. These are the believed prisons in Manila. So they brought them here for hard labor. And then ironically, as I've said earlier, the cement was ironically coming from Japan. This building was completed in 1915. So 107 years old building.
Oh, this is
Still standing because as you can see, they did not use any hollow blocks there. It is a purely reinforced concrete.
Okay class.
Sandra, come on.
Guys,
So we will not counting
bababa muna kami.
every now and then po. Yun ang purpose na. Just memorize the people, yung katabi nyo pa.
So guys, nandito kami ngayon sa middle side barracks. Yun, tinatawag na kami. Nagtitinda ng mga binatog dito eh.
So the first half of the building house the Americans. This one here is for us, Filipinos. For the 91st Coast Artillery Philippine Scouts enlisted men. Around 3,000 soldiers can fit here in the Filipino barracks on double-deck beds. So same design, same capacity of these buildings. Wants to stay overnight for free. Free accommodation dito po. According to the experts, 10 more years, the building will collapse already. So after 10 years, wala na po kami trabaho. After many people asking why bakit hindi natin siya gawin or i-redevelop siya. There's one one point I read, sinasabi niya na a country without ruins is a country without history. A country without history is a country without memory. So that ruins are the memory of our history. So as is Pushat. So our new generation, mga baby po, makita din nila what happens on the past. Yeah. The purpose of Corregidor alone and the other 3 more islands is to protect Manila against naval attack. So that's why they put up 23 gun batteries here in Corregidor Island. So before you get out, just give me 1 minute to explain and then I'll give you time to explain. So if you say battery, so this is not the dry cell we're using in the cell phones. In military term, battery is a group of guns in one location. So sometimes you can find 1, 2, 4, or 8 guns. So as long as it is in one area, they call this battery. But why way? Battery way. Way is a surname of an American soldiers who died during the Filipino-American War in memory of him. Second Lieutenant Henry Way. So in this area, you can find 3 buildings here. Left and right side of this building, this is where they hide their gunpowder and ammunition, the shell. The shell, sample like that, it weighs 750 pounds, heavy. And then the caliber is 12 inch. So 12 inch is the diameter of that shell.
Let's go! Let's go, let's meet.
Okay, open your camera.
Okay?
Okay, open your light. Papasukin natin, susugod tayo. Ito yung shell room, guys. Medyo ano to. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, malamig.
Oh. Super scary.
And then inside this middle here, this middle building here is their plotting room area. As you can notice, they cannot see their target. So they have their advanced spotters or lookout who's in the highest point of the mountain. And then they radio the coordinates here in this plotting, in this building here. Inside the gun, it has 4 mortars. So these are the 4 mortar type guns. This mortar, every mortar manned by 13 soldiers. Out of these 13 soldiers, 8 soldiers were in charge for reloading the gun. They were called the rammers. So this gun could fire 8.3 miles away. So from here to Bataan is only 3 miles. So it could reach Bataan Peninsula. It could fire 360 degrees, and then maximum elevation is 70 degrees. Minimum elevation is 45 degrees.
Hello guys, this is what we are seeing from Mark's lens. This is really nice. You can go up to 8 miles.
What else?
And it's huge. It's not loaded, so don't worry. I'm not gonna kill Mark with this.
Guys, ito yung bomba. So ito yung bala nung bomba. So yun. So galing tayo doon sa mga canyon nung World War, no? So lalaki. Pero ito talaga tunay na bomba. Pupunta tayo dito. Dito tayo magre-release ng bomba. Ito. Ito guys. Toilet. So CR muna tayo.
So next, we'll be visiting the strongest, the biggest, and the powerful gun here in this island, Battery Hearn. This is the last gun also to be sold here in this island po, early 1920s, when this was installed. Americans came back, they dropped more bombs here in this island, just one here on our left side. This is 2,000 pound bomb dropped by the Americans during the retaking. But when the Japanese captured this island, since this is the biggest gun, they use this gun as their victorious photos. What is this victorious photos? When the Japanese, some climbing on top of the barrel, and then some beside the barrel, they raise their guns and then their swords, and then they shouted "Banzai, Banzai, Banzai," meaning victory. This is the same gun po, battery.
Ito guys, yung battery Hearn.
So also po. Sige po. So every gun battery, they have tunnels here, just like here in So earlier we saw battery way, that's a mortar type gun. This is the Seacoast gun, and then next gun to visit is actually, I said we have 23 gun batteries here in this island, so we still have 20 more gun batteries to visit. Kidding aside po. This is the last gun to visit po. The disappearing gun of Corregidor Island. So you will see 3 types of gun. This battery Grubbs is a disappearing gun. This it actually not literally disappear. So the barrel is lying down, and then it hide behind parapet or wall. So when it fires, it goes up the wall to fire and then down to reload. Up again to fire and then down to reload. So on enemy point of view, it disappears po. So welcome now to battery Grubbs. So again, next stop to visit is the outside barracks. So since we are now on the highest point of the mountain, but Americans call this barracks Mylong Barracks. So why they call it Mylong? Actually, it is not 1 mile. It is only 1,520 feet. I mean, it's a third of a mile only. But during the construction, this is the single longest barracks constructed by the Americans during that time. So that's why they call this Mylong Barracks. So this first area, the area we're seeing at on the left side, this used to be their cafeteria area. So inside this barracks, they have almost complete amenities. They have cafeteria, they have library, they have chapel, they have barber shop, bowling alley, bowling dancing hall, even indoor swimming pool also, in that on the middle. This one housed the 59th Coast Artillery by the Americans. The capacity of this barracks, 6,000 soldiers also, high-ranking officers.